And we're going to be firstly talking to Phoebe. She's the Milton Creek Gateway Landscape Manager. Firstly, welcome along to the show.
Oh, good evening.
I was wondering, firstly, could you tell us a little bit about your role within this?
My role at Swale Borough Council is to bring about the vision, the Parkland's vision for greening the Gateway, which is about turning the green corridor in Sittingbourne to a park for the people to use.
How are you funded?
We're funded via the Homes and Communities Agency. We got a 2 million grant from them, which is because it's part of the Parklands, Thames Gateway Parklands. So we're part of a program actually. So it's not funded at all by Swale Borough Council, but funded by Homes and Community Agency. And we got £250,000 from Kent County Council as well.
Phoebe, could you tell us more about the country park?
The country park will be about 52 hectares of green space that's in different compartments. You have a formal compartment, which is a play area, which includes an amphitheatre, an event area, and the kids play area and picnic area. And then you move to where you have the woodlands creation, which is for wildlife basically, because the country park is not just about people, it's about wildlife as well. And then the other part of it is the informal part, which is for walking, enjoying the scenery and enjoying what life has to offer. So you have wildlife and people having fun at the same time.
I know you wanted to talk about the creek as well.
Yes, the creek is actually bringing Sittingbourne back to its heritage. For years now, I live just not too far from the creek, but I didn't realize there's a creek right behind me. But the project made me realize there's a heritage right behind me. So what we're doing with the creek is making sure people have access just to walk down from the country park and link it to the gas road, and the Euro estates right behind there. So it's just opening it up wide and resurfacing it and just protecting something that's been lost.
What's the future?
The future at the moment is we're hoping to be able to get more money to turn the place around to a more like learning activities, volunteering. Because at the moment we've worked with quite a few agencies where you have students coming to learn about bird watching, newts and all that. So it's about turning the place to a heritage area and at the same time a learning and volunteering centre.
How are you going to maintain it?
The council at the moment have an annual maintenance fee that will be used to maintain the park. But because again we have a woodlands area, it's quite easy to maintain as well. But of course we do need more money to maintain it.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the Friends of Milton Creek?
Oh, that's quite interesting actually. The Friends of Milton Creek is a group of people who've come together just to care for the park itself. They used to be Friends of Church Marshes, but they're now Friends of Milton Creek. What we're hoping for the Friends is to have more people, especially form a committee, so that they can have more grants to get grants to be able to do more work on site, not just caring for the site, but get more money for like heritage and stuff like that. And again, like last Sunday, which was yesterday, we had a community event, a tree planting community event, where people came and they were given, they tagged the trees so they can come back and say, that's my tree. We want Friends as in the community to rise up to help support things like that, to care for the park and own the park as a heritage, as part of Sittingbourne, to make it more Sittingbourne park rather than just leave it turning to something fallow at the end of the day. Because if you have more hands maintaining it, you have more value, you see the value in it, and you can see it grow, becoming more mature over the years. So we want people to just join the Friends of the Milton Creek so that we can all manage it together and bring the park to life.
Firstly, Phoebe, I understand you received a grant for woodland tree planting.
Oh yes, we received £27,000 from the Forestry Commission to create a woodland within the park, which is for It will cover about 7 hectares, which is good news actually. Like I said earlier, it's it's part of the informal area of the park, so you can walk and enjoy the trees and enjoy birds and everything. So it's for bird watching and all that.
Can you tell us a little bit about your Memories project?
Yes, we got £49,000 from the Heritage Lottery Funds to gather heritage as an industrial past news of the whole Milton Creek, and that's a project that will run for about 22 years, where we can have every detailed information about the past events around the creek, just the history of the creek basically, so that it won't be lost. And we're hoping that this will be part of a curriculum in the school in the nearest future.
Are you pleased with the park so far?
I'm really pleased because I'm a resident of Sittingbourne, and having this beautiful asset in the middle of Sittingbourne is quite good news actually. Like I said, it's going to cover 52 hectares of green space. So for health, for any a picnic and all that, for family day out, and even to help the culture of Sittingbourne, it's a good thing. It's a good inspiration that the councillor have brought forward. So I'm really happy and pleased. And the fact that later on this year it will be open to the public, that's great news actually, because nothing's been happening right now in Sittingbourne, but that has happened, and so it's real life, a real I think, I would just say, just a good outcome for that we've all waited for years actually.
I'm certainly looking forward to seeing it myself, I must say. If our listeners would like to find out more, have you got some sort of contact details and website for us?
Yes, if they go to the to Swale Borough Council website and type in Milton Creek, there's some information on the Swale Council website. And if you want to email directly to ask questions, you can email miltoncreek@swale.gov.uk, or you can call us or call me on 07827 310 189, 07827 310 189. Like I've said before, it's for the community, it's not for the council. So it's what the community has to own and stand up to embrace. So I'll be glad to get to listen to whatever anyone has to say, basically.
Phoebe, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along and telling us all about the Milton Creek Country Park.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
That's Phoebe telling us all about the Milton Creek Country Park here at BRFM 95.6.